Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even bringing it out of the end zone. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And he's dragged down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense in a bunch formation. Using his legs, it's Durham. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll go with a direct snap. The Tigers will move the sticks.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. LSU now operating in the red zone. To the air, it's Nussmeier. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Tigers are on the move. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Morgan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Goes to the option. It's a running room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle.
He's loose. Wide open spaces. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The extra point here would tie the game. If you're able to move the ball and they blocked the extra point. Picks it up. That's a live ball.
And this offense continues to shoot itself in the foot. The first drive of the game, they throw a pick, and now they cough it up on the ground. They've got to do a better job of ball security, guys, or they have zero shot of winning this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Corners are going to bail. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for him.
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making checks. Trying play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They'll run it from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grabs it in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Quickly to the tight end. Looking for room at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got the quick completion. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. And you're seeing them now go hurry.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's McCulley. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Touchdown Wolverines! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Bounced off his feet. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
19, LSU, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll try the left side. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Durham. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. A strike downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 19. LSU.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man. All out of space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punching in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
That's That's a decision I think the head coach is going to be questioned about after this football game, because you could have just tied the game easily with an extra point kick. You went for the lead, you come up short. Do you have time? Can your defense get you the ball back to give you an opportunity to win this one?
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. At the 45 on his way. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Second down coming up. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The offense puffs it up, and they were on the move. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The option look. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Great run, and two things I love. He got the first down, and he got out of bounds. So he can stop the clock now. This offense doesn't have to panic. They can think about it a little bit more. They can talk about it a little bit more, how they can continue to move the ball down the field and try to get closer in this football game.
Gonna run it. Contested. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running the red zone. It's Haynes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone, and boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
LSU lining up first and goal. And they'll take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to